Speaking of power, I love playing power forward.
Boy, you were
in high
taught
school.
well,
Oh,
protecting that ball.
Yeah.
I like it.
And now this guy could play some hoops. Now, this is March Madness. We love basketball here at MLB Network.
Actually, I was going to NC State, signed a letter of intent to play basketball. That Wolfpack that's in the Sweet 16.
So you were a shooter.
I lived with this thing. I went to bed with this thing. I know a baseball player, our own Carlos Pena. He used to work out. This was part of his training regimen. Sure, a basketball.
Wow.
That's what I do with a basketball. Kids, this is one of the best drills you could possibly do for power. It strengthens your hands, your wrists, your forearms, your legs, your core. And tell you, ever since I was a kid, I was hitting a tire, hitting the basketball just to make me stronger. And the key to this is this. When you make contact, initially with a tire, that's what we used to do, everything is engaged. As soon as you make contact, that tire wants to just throw that bat forward. There's a lot of backwards. There's a lot of resistance there. And it strengthens your wrist. It strengthens your core, especially. That is so important for hitting for power.
Now, who taught you how to play with the basketball? Like, where did that come from? Like, you said the tire, but when did you mess around with the basketball and go, wait a minute, I can use this?
That's a great question. You know, we're coming from the Dominican Republic. You know, when I was younger, we used to hit the tire. Beautiful weather all the time. We get to Massachusetts when I was 14 years old. All of a sudden, snowing outside. We can't go outside and hit this, the tire. It's very difficult. So what we did was we went into a basketball gym, and to simulate that, we used to just do tosses with the basketball and hit them. And that really, I believe, helped me, become a power hitter.
Now, what age can you start hitting a basketball? Like 10, 12, 14? What's the age where you're not going to hurt yourself if you're a young boy or girl at home that wants to hit a basketball?
You know, it varies, but the way you do it is you gauge your strength by starting with something lighter. You know, you maybe go with a volleyball or soccer ball before you go all the way to the heaviest one, which I believe is the basketball. And it's heavy not because of its actual weight, it's because of the air inside. When you actually hit it, the bat wants to come back, but now what you're doing is you're hitting through it. So there's no stopping. Now you go boom. In fact, I believe that it's even better than hitting a tire. It's just like a boxer hitting a heavy bag. Well, when they punch the heavy bag, they stop right here. But when you hit this basketball, you get the resistance. Everything you absorb goes to every muscle that you use to hit.
Is that why you look like you had easy power? It wasn't a violent swing that you had throughout your career, yet you could launch the ball. So my question is, how far could you launch a basketball?
Well, you know, when I'm doing this out on the field, which I did, even when I was in the big leagues, I could hit it all the way into the outfield. So
on the fly?
On the fly. So
really?
It
Like
will go
deep
far.
outfield, like 250, 260
Yeah,
feet?
yes. This thing will go farther than you think. Of course, I was hitting it, and I've been doing it since I was a kid. But it really is something that not only helps with your power, I must say, you could also see the flight of the ball. It tells the truth immediately. If you're hooking it, the ball will just roll over the ground. That swing that you saw there is not so good. We don't have space here to hit it the right way. But when you actually make perfect contact, the ball will have this inside out kind of fade. And that's when you know you absolutely just clicked it.
You did this drill with the Astros. They're our team that we're focusing on 30 clubs in 30 days. Who hit the basketball the farthest among the Astros?
Yeah, I'll tell you who hit it hard. Chris Carter. We were talking about these things.
That's his guy.
This guy's my man. That's why I've seen it personally. Personal experience, I've seen this phenomenon.
And for all you kids at home, you only hit the basketball in the living room, right? Right, Carlos? That's where the parents want to see this drill to be executed?
They can find a place, but again, they'll think they're a little mad, so you have to be a little bold, okay?
Yeah.
And just go for it.
And if you break anything, kids, it's all Carlos's fault.
Blame him.
That he's the problem.